Good morning from Denmark. I haven't been able to stream on the event that I created. All of my technology is doing its own thing this morning. And I think it's the energies that are surrounding this subject. So I'm just going to, this is the way I can get on live. And so I'm doing it. I'm sorry to those of you who I just posted a link and this isn't it. But let's just go with it. So today, we're talking about understanding we are the earth with courage. And this comes from Sarah's Ascension Pathway 2019. And we're going to be working with the violet flame just before we bring the channeling in, because let me just read out what this topic is about from the Ascension Pathway. Okay, it takes courage to see the earth as it is, to accept the difficulties that we face right now and take responsibility for them without feeling crushed. Also, to understand that our physical bodies are made of the earth. What we do to the earth, we do to ourselves. But humanity as a whole exists as one matrix, and you are just one part of that. And yet you are a light that shines brightly. Hold firm in your faith that your work leads to healing and the greater good. Now is the time for the healing of the damage done to the earth by us. In preparation, we are enabled to fully ground ourselves in this reality and on the earth as we begin our work in earnest, with hope in our hearts and our eyes firmly fixed on the goal ahead. You are ready. Okay, so the downloads and the ascension keys that are coming in now, they are really starting to come through to the physical now. And Sarah has given us a violet flame. Some ascended masters, and for example, the earth, they all have their own vibration of the violet flame that's for particular things. And Sarah has a violet flame that is shifting things from 3D to 5D. And I've been working with it. I've been attuning these lilac amethyst to Sarah's violet flame, and we've been working with them in workshops, and you can also, people have been buying them and you can work with these. Really powerful, and it's coming through the physical. And I think that's why I've had so many problems trying to get this broadcast on air today, is because we're challenging things at the level of the physical now, and there's a lot of resistance to that. But we're just at the beginning of this work, so we've got some powerful tools. So before I do the channeling, I'm just going to call in Sarah's presence. And also Sarah has a set of angels that she works with. I'm going to call them in as well. And Sarah directs the violet flame through her host of angels. So we're going to ask them to put a violet flame matrix around each of us who are listening today. You can imagine this as this sort of lilac violet colour. I'm going to be running a workshop in March working with Sarah's violet flame, and I will put the link to that underneath this video when I've finished recording. I have no idea what Sarah's going to say today, so going to be really interesting for me to hear it as well. And yeah, I'm just going to open up, let her come through, and we'll see where it goes. Blessings. I am the Ascended Master Sarah. There is a wonderful opening for me to come through and talk about these things to you today as we sit in this new moon energy in March 2019. As has been mentioned, your bodies are physically made of the earth, and you and the earth are transforming and shifting your energies up through the vibrations. Now, much of the work that needs doing initially to repair the damage which has been done to the earth is about clearing up the mental and emotional layers, pockets of energy in places around the earth that have become stuck and solidified, pockets of negative energy from thought forms and emotions and beliefs that are less than the vibration of love from humanity. And initially, this work is to be done at an energetic healing level, working on the mental and the emotional layers. However, saying that, understanding that you are the earth is realizing that it is your physical body, it is from the realm of physical matter that the vibration is shifting up. It's not just your consciousness, it's your whole being. And that is why it has been so powerful in recent times to work with physical clearing methods and working with tuning crystals, tuning water, tuning these physical things is a really good bridge between the energetic and the physical, because it's all coming together now. Now, the reason that this ascension post is talking about understanding you are the earth with courage. The courage is because it can feel like an overwhelming task, an overwhelming task to take on. When you look around you at the world, there is, so it seems, an overwhelming amount of work that needs doing. However, what I would suggest to you to do is that you come into your own sphere of influence and you work within your own sphere of influence. And this starts by you bringing your attention and that awareness into your body, into the place where you are right now, and feeling into that place. Now, to work on more general terms, to be useful in the way that you want to be useful, I can suggest that you think about a particular issue of something that is important to you, that you think is wrong with the world as it is today. Think about this thing and then state that thing that you think is wrong in its opposite polarity. So, for example, if you have a strong feeling about the seas being polluted, oh, brings a lot of heaviness perhaps with it. What is the opposite of the seas being polluted? Okay, the seas are all pristine and pure and in their original perfection. That is the thought form for you to work with. And perhaps you can create a visualization around your opposite polarity. Perhaps you can do a vision board, do a drawing, write a affirmation, create a visualization, do some magical work. Um, think of some practical steps as well that you can take towards creating this. So this is the first part of working with the mental and emotional healing. It's to create the thought forms that will help take you into that place. That is, if you like, a practical step of something to do. The next piece of information that I would like to give you is that you are not alone. This is part of humanity's mastery, learning how to come into their own mastery is the healing of the earth energetic system. And then once that starts to come together, the physical solutions are there to be found. It is more a problem with the consciousness that is creating the earth and the ecological and environmental problems as they are right now. It is more a problem of consciousness. It is not because those solutions are not there to be found. And so from where we are right now, we are going to be working with the energy and finding the solutions on an energetic level to start with. And then as that starts to shift and break, this kind of negative energy that's become quite rigid and quite solidified, it needs a bit of sort of smashing up, bit like, if you've ever made homemade toffee, bit like banging it and that breaking up. And you are not alone. Each of you has a team of helpers, spirit helpers that work with you, incredibly powerful light beings. And also, each of you have the ability to co-create with that team of light beings because you are sparks of the divine, pieces of the divine. And everything that each of you do has a powerful effect on the earth. It's really important that you support each other and that these actions are not taken in separation. So look to form groups locally, globally, virtually, and physically. So try and match as much as you can physical local efforts with global, perhaps internet efforts, because that helps you stay in touch with the people who are like you, but at the same time stay grounded. And also working with your neighbouring earth area is also the place where you live, and your surrounding land is also an important part of this work. Calling on the violet flame, any type of violet flame is going to assist greatly. Always do this first before you enter into any type of earth work or earth healing or earth clearing. Always call on the violet flame. If you can, learn how to attune to my violet flame. And just sending a burst of it right now to each of you, which then goes through to the place where you live. See that lilac, amethyst, violet flame, violet fire energy coming out. I am Sarah, And I tell you, all is well, all is well, all is well. My blessings are upon you. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Amen. Okay, so I look forward to listening back to that and unpicking it a bit. As I said, I'm going to be doing Sarah's Violet Flame workshop online on the equinox on the 20th of March. I hope that's been helpful, and I'll be back with the next Ascension post probably in a few weeks' time, not too far in the future anyway. So yes, I felt that too. I really felt that violet flame come through. I was feeling really heavy and weighed down before I did this channeling, and like I said, I had loads and loads of, I couldn't get any of my technology to work today. So I'm glad I really wanted to give up actually. I was like, oh, I can't. Ugh. But I'm really glad that I came through and do that, because it's like given me a bit of a lift, and this is what we're all doing, isn't it? It's like working through these things and getting to the place where we need. So lots of blessings.